Alright, page 2 of the Chapter 5 exam review. Number 5, I'm going to take you through the easiest way to do this. We want to find the exact value of the inverse tan of negative square root of 3 in radians. Here's what I recommend, and this is a shortcut method. If you want to do the long way, I'd be happy to show you in class. Turn your mode to degrees, make sure you're on degree mode, and then punch this in your calculator. Inverse tan of negative square root of 3 tells you negative 60 degrees. Well, if you know your unit circle, all you have to do is come down and know where negative 60 degrees is right there and tell me what that value is in radians. Negative 60 is just negative pi over 3, and that's your answer. Down here, you have to know your restricted domains. Arc cos and cos do cancel each other out, leaving you with 4 pi over 3. But you need to double check that you're within the restricted domain for cosine, which is the top half of the circle. Unfortunately, 4 pi over 3 is down there in the third quadrant. So you have to find the other place where you have the same value for cosine. You just reflect up, it's that point right there. And at that point, we are at 2 pi over 3, so that is the answer, the exact value of that in radians, 2 pi over 3. Same thing with number 10. Arc cos and cos cancel, but 2 pi over 3 is in the restricted domain, so the answer is simply 2 pi over 3. Number 11, arc tan and tan do cancel out as well, but we have to make sure we're within the restricted domain for tan. That is the right-hand side of the circle. Negative pi over 4 is right here, so we're all set, and the answer is negative pi over 4. I'm going to keep trucking here on to page 3. On page 3, we have another arc tan and tan. We're going to cross them off. 4 pi over 3 is, again, right here, not within our restricted domain. So we got to get within the restricted domain, just reflect into it, and label this point. This is the point negative pi over 3. Number 13, we want to find x. Looking at this triangle, it does not go SAS or SSS of the given information. It goes AAS, which tells me I need law of sines. So law of sines setup, sine of 42, we have 42 degree angle, divided by the side across from it, which is x, equals sine of 27 over the side across from it, which is 5. Cross multiply now, we get x times the sine of 27 equals 5 times the sine of 42. In my calculator now, I'm going to do 5 times the sine of 42. I'm going to end up dividing that by sine of 27 to get x all alone, so divided by the sine of 27 gives me an answer of 7.4 for x. 14 is very similar, same setup. I'm going to go through it a little bit quicker. Sine of 38 over x equals sine of 26 over 7. We cross multiply again. We're going to do sine of 38 times 7. I'll show the work on my calculator. 7 times the sine of 38, and then end up dividing that by the sine of 26, giving us an answer of 9.8. X equals 9.8 there. Okay, to finish up the page, number 15, we want to find the length of BD. That's this side right here. Now, I'm going to use the law of sines. I know the sine, or the angle across from it. So I've got sine of 20 degrees over x, which x is BD, what we want. I just need to get another angle inside across from it here. I do know the side 17, so if I can find angle D, I'll be all set. Okay, and here's the work on number 15. 43 degrees is this angle right here. It forms a linear pair with this, so I do 180 minus 43, which gives me an angle measure of 137 right here. Now that doesn't help us for the problem, but if I know a 20 degree angle and a 137 degree angle in this triangle, and I'm not talking about this one anymore, I can subtract those from 180 and find that this angle is 23 degrees. So now I'm all set. I say sine of 23 degrees over the side across from it, which is 17, and now I'm cross multiplying just like before. And I'm going to go ahead and do sine of 20, close the parentheses, times 17, cross multiply, and I'm going to divide that by the sine of 23 to get x all alone. So it leaves me with 14.88, which we'll report is 14.9. And I believe a real similar question here. The only difference is the angle measures and sides, but you should get 13.4 for your answer for number 16. Exact same setup.